Hello everyone, this is Commander Megan and welcome to my channel, and I'm gonna discuss a little bit of the new Overwatch overhaul and read a few of the bullet points out of it. I'm not gonna review the whole article that's on the Warhammer community website. I'm just gonna take out a few key elements. One of the major differences is that Fire Overwatch is now a core stratagem. Use the stratagem after any enemy unit has declared a charge against one or more units from your army. One of those units that was chosen as a target of that charge can fire Overwatch before the charge roll is made. It's a good clarification that it is before the charge roll. And fire Overwatch is 1 CP. This now means that Overwatch is no longer a free action you can do. However, though, they said something that some other units will be able to do it for free. I'm kind of looking at the Tau. They will get an overhaul with their For the Greater Good ruling. I can only speculate at this point how it will work for Tau. I think the same will be with Cognis Flamers and other Cognis weapons, or even the Iron Hands special rule, don't know how it's called, but that they fire better Overwatch. Basically, everything that has a better Overwatch already at this point will see a benefit in 9th edition, and I believe they said they will clarify that with an FAQ right when 9th hits. My main concern is that no codex will be invalidated with 9th edition, yet many special rules need to have an overhaul to work in 9th edition. Right. Overwatch. Certain rules, that's the key point, enable to fire Overwatch at the enemy unit before it can charge. If an enemy unit declares a charge that targets one or more units from your army that have such a rule, each of those units can fire Overwatch before the charge roll is made. A unit cannot fire Overwatch if there are any enemy units within engagement range of it. Basically, if there's any unit in close combat, you cannot do it. Overwatch is resolved like a normal shooting, albeit one resolved in the charge phase, and uses all the normal rules except that an unmodified hit roll of 6 is always required for successfully hit roll, irrespectively of the firing model's ballistic skill or any hit roll modifiers. In addition, when a model fires Overwatch, it does so at the charging unit. Any rule that states the unit cannot be targeted unless it is the closest target, look out, sir, does not apply when firing Overwatch. So you can fire Overwatch at a character even if it isn't the closest target. And then bullet points. A good change to have a few bullet points in the rulebook. Before charge rolls are made, all charge targets that can fire Overwatch can do so. Can never fire Overwatch while enemy units are in engagement range. When firing Overwatch, shoot with the unit, but attacks only hit on a 6, on an unmodified 6. Right, then we go into terrain. Defensible, we now get to see what defensible does. Infantry, units can hold steady or set to defend if no enemy within engagement range. So again, this cannot be done if you're in close combat. Hold steady. Overwatch attacks hit on 5+. That's interesting. I wonder if this means you still need to use the stratagem. I think it does. Or if you have the innate ability to do Overwatch. I am suspecting Tau, that you can do it on a 5+. Set to defense. Cannot fire Overwatch, but at +1 to hit rolls in the next fight phase. I will be adding a little bit to that in the next slide. However, this is really interesting. Cannot fire Overwatch, but add 1 to hit rolls in the next fight phase. This is really interesting, because this will be, in the Defensible Train, a very important part for close combat. You are getting charged, so the charger has already his charge bonuses. And this way you can anticipate the charge in a different way. I like this. I like this a lot. For example, when you get charged while you have no shooting weapons, or my captain with a power sword Thunderhammer gets charged. Why would I shoot with a bolt pistol? Yeah, sure. Now in 8th, I will shoot with a bolt pistol because it's a wasted shot if you don't. But with this, +1 to hit, much better. That single bolt pistol might shoot 1 witch away, but that +1 to hit might actually eliminate 2 witches. So I like that. This gives a bonus to the defense of the unit being charged. So I'm going back to the terrain, heavy cover. When an attack made with a melee weapon wounds a model that is receiving the benefits of cover from this terrain feature, add 1 to the saving throw made against that attack unless the model making an attack made a charge move this turn. Infernal saves are not effective. Heavy cover together with defensible and set to defend means when you are the target of a charge and you have both, you will be having the benefit of a +1 of your armor save. You are the recipient of the charge. So this makes charging, the act of charging, especially with heavy cover and defensible, a much more difficult thing to do. Well, the charge itself not, because Overwatch is now much more limited, but you as a charging unit will need to calculate that your opponent will be hitting you better and will be having a better cover save than you as the charging unit. That is really interesting. I like this. Because Overwatch now will be less prevalent, meaning in many times charging will be more prevalent. However, being charged has its advantages, and I like that. Okay, sure, in the second round of combat the defense will lose its +1 to hit, and you both will have in heavy cover the +1 armor save. I am really looking at this with the Wall of Martyrs terrain. And I like that. I like that a lot. Right, this is a ruling for Crusade. Cool-headed. This is one of those extra rules. You can reroll field morale test taken for this unit. In addition, if a unit declares this unit as target of their charge, this unit can fire Overwatch and will score hits on unmodified rolls of 5+ instead of a 6 when doing so. I need to remind you, this is a Crusade rule. So don't expect this on tournaments or on real competitive play. But this shows that there will be more ways of getting a free Overwatch. And I don't think it's only for Crusade where those kind of rules will be. Certain rules enable units to fire Overwatch at an enemy unit before they can charge. Obviously, the stratagem, but I also will say I am very, very confident that Cognis Flamers or any Cognis weapons will get that benefit. The power of the greater good, for the greater good. Not sure. I haven't read the Codex of Tau very, very long time. However, they will get some benefits. I'm sure they will get one for free. Stuff like that. So Overwatch will be more difficult to do. Charging will see the fencing unit have a better defense. And I like that. I like it a lot. Please leave your comments down below. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.